You've probably seen the videos. Make 10K a month with AI. Quit your job and freelance full-time. And honestly, most of them are either selling you a course or telling you to do something that takes 6 months to figure out. But here's what nobody's telling you. You don't need to be a tech person to freelance with AI. You don't need to know how to code. You just need to know how to use 3 tools and pick one service to sell. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which service to start with, which tool to use, and where to find your first client, even if you've never freelanced before.
Let's be real for a second. The reason most people fail at AI freelancing, they try to sell AI automation or AI services broadly, and clients don't know what that means. They hear AI and think robots and sci-fi. They don't think someone can help me write my blog post faster. So you end up on Fiverr or Upwork competing with 1,000 people who all say the same vague thing, and you never get hired. There are also the scams. If someone tells you to pay money upfront to get started on a platform, that's a scam. Don't do it. Freelancing platforms are free to join. The other mistake? Trying to learn everything at once. ChatGPT, Claude, Notion, Canva, Midjourney. And before you know it, you've spent 2 weeks watching tutorials and haven't sent a single proposal to a client. So let me save you the confusion. Here's the simple framework. The framework is simple. 3 steps. Pick one service. Master one AI tool. Find one client type. That's it. No 10-step plans. No complicated setups. You pick one thing, get good at it, and find the people who need it. Once you're earning with that one service, you can add another, but start with one. I'm going to walk you through 3 services right now. You only need to pick one.
Service number 1, AI content writing and blog posts. This is the lowest barrier to entry, and the tool is ChatGPT, your Swiss Army knife. It does a lot of things well, and content writing is where it shines. Here's how this actually works. You give ChatGPT a specific prompt, not a vague one. You tell it the topic, the audience, the tone, and what to include. In about 15 seconds, you have a full blog post. Is it perfect? No. You still review and edit it, add your own voice. But instead of staring at a blank screen for 2 hours, you're polishing a draft that's already 80% there. AI doesn't replace your thinking, it replaces the blank page. The client gets a well-researched, well-structured post, and you delivered it in a fraction of the time a traditional writer would take. Pricing: $50 to $200 per post on platforms like Upwork. Some freelance writers charge more once they have a portfolio. Where to find clients? Upwork, Fiverr, and direct outreach to small businesses. There are over 33 million small businesses in the US alone. They need blog content for their websites. They just don't have time to write it. That's service 1. Simple, low barrier. Let's move to the next one. Service number 2, AI pitch decks and presentations. Every startup, every small business owner, every entrepreneur needs slides, pitch decks, investor presentations, client proposals. Most of them pay a designer $200 to $500 per deck, or they make ugly PowerPoints themselves. This is where Claude comes in. I call it your thinking partner. It's better at structure and logic than ChatGPT. It thinks through the argument before it writes. You give Claude a specific prompt, the company name, what they do, who they serve, and what slides you need. Claude gives you a full outline with bullet points on each slide. You take that outline, drop it into Google Slides or Canva, spend 30 minutes formatting, and you have a professional pitch deck. The client gets a deck that looks like a consultant made it. You delivered it in under an hour. Pricing: $100 to $300 per deck. Some freelancers charge $500 or more for investor-grade pitch decks with custom design. Where to find clients? LinkedIn, startup communities, and accelerators. Over 700,000 new businesses start in the US every year. They're all pitching. They need good decks and they need them fast. That's service 2. Higher value per project, more specialized, but still no coding required. Service number 3. This is the one that actually builds recurring income. AI workflow setup for small businesses. Before I show you what this means, let me ask you something. How many small business owners do you know who are drowning in emails, scheduling, client follow-ups, and repetitive tasks? They do the same things over and over, manually, every single week. You can set up a simple AI-powered workspace using Notion AI, your organizer, and they pay you not just once, but every month. Here's a real example. You build a client onboarding template in Notion. It has an intake form. An AI-powered task generator. When a new client fills out the form, Notion AI automatically creates a task list based on their answers, a follow-up reminder system, and a project tracker that updates in real time. A small business owner sees this and thinks, this would save me 3 hours a week. And that's exactly the pitch. You're not selling AI, you're selling 3 hours back every week. Pricing $200 to $500 for the initial setup, then $50 to $150 per month as a retainer for ongoing maintenance and updates. This is how you reach 10K, not from one big project, from recurring clients who pay you every month. Where to find clients? Small businesses in your area. Facebook groups for small business owners. Direct outreach. In the US alone, there are 33 million small businesses, and most of them don't even know this kind of thing exists. That's your opportunity. If this is starting to make sense and you want me to walk you through the exact tools and prompts I use, hit subscribe. I'm building this channel to be the place where AI gets explained in plain English. No tech degree required. And I'll be dropping those exact prompts and templates in future videos. Now back to it. Alright, let's do the math, because I don't want to throw numbers at you and leave you guessing. Let's say you start with Service 1, content writing. You land 5 clients, each paying $200 a month for 2 blog posts. That's $1,000 a month. Then you add Service 2, pitch decks. You do 3 decks a month at $250 each. That's $750. Then you add Service 3, workflow setups. You set up 3 systems at $300 each in month 1. That's $900. And each of those clients pays you $100 a month retainer. So by month 2, that's $300 recurring. Month 1 total, around $2,650. Not 10K, but real money from real clients. By month 3 or 4, as you add more clients and more recurring retainers, you cross 5K. By month 5 or 6, with consistent effort, 10K is realistic. But let me be real with you. This takes 3 to 6 months, not overnight, not next week. Anyone telling you you can hit 10K in 30 days with AI freelancing is either lying or selling you something. The path is real. The timeline is real, and it starts with picking one service and getting your first client. So let me bring this full circle. You don't need to be a tech person to freelance with AI. You don't need to know how to code. You need 3 things: one service, one tool, one client type. Pick one of the 3 services I walked through today. Content writing with ChatGPT, pitch decks with Claude, workflow setups with Notion AI. Don't try all 3 at once. Master one for 1 week. Then go find your first client. Send 10 proposals. Talk to 5 small business owners. One of them will say yes. That's how it starts. Not with a $500 course. Not with a complicated setup. With one service, one client, and the willingness to show up and do the work. If you want the exact prompts I used in this video and a step-by-step guide to landing your first client, subscribe. I'll drop that in the next video. And if you're already using AI to earn, tell me in the comments what service you're offering. I read every single one.